Just as a reminder, when we start our sitting, we should turn on your webcam, yeah, and we should leave it on throughout the whole session, yeah, unless you are on the road or that's the contention of data planner, yeah, and simply it's like when we are if we were to do this in person, none of us will be putting on the plastic bag over our head. Yeah, so any questions today? Anything to ask? While Marcel is pasting, I was suddenly reminded of, in Buddhist teaching, there's this thing called 有学无学. Yeah, 有学无学. So there are three categories. The first is 有学, usually translated as learner. Then the second category is 无学, non-learner. And then the third category is 非有学,非无学. Yeah. So the first category, 有学, refers to those who are from from the first stage, second stage to the third stage. If we were to look at more distinct or more granular delineation, then it includes those who are inclining towards Sotapanna. So the 信行人, 法行人, the faith follower, the Dharma follower, yeah, or the faith practitioner, the Dharma practitioner. Then which is the one inclining towards Sotapanna. Then Sotapanna, so 2. Then inclining towards the Sakadagami, 3. Sakadagami, 4. Then inclining towards Anagami, 5. Anagami, 6. Then inclining towards Arahant, 7. Yeah, so either we can say the first 3 fruits or the first 7. All these are considered learner. Arahant is considered non-learner. Yeah. How about us? Or maybe we should say unenlightened beings. Unenlightened beings considered neither learner nor non-learner. Yeah. 非有学,非无学. Yeah. So how is this so? So the first 7 are considered learner, not because they are learning, but because they are consistently learning. Yeah. It's not so much that because they are learning, simply because of that. Of course, it's also because they are also learning, but that they are consistently learning. Today they learn, tomorrow they also learn. Yeah, yeah. Hui Hui says, sorry everyone, I'm moving around at work. Yeah, no issue. Yeah, I mean, because Hui Hui is in Australia and timing is different. Yeah, but for those who are in Singapore, you should leave your webcam on where possible. Unless you are out, then I don't want you to burst your data plan and burn a hole, then later post on Facebook. Shifu want me to turn on webcam the whole day. Now my bill is $300 a month. So 有学 learner. Yeah. Then 非有学 Arahant, because Arahant has completed the whole holy practice, the holy life. So no more learning left, no more practicing required. Yeah. Then how about unenlightened beings? But one may think, but Shifu, we are unenlightened, but aren't we learning? Yeah, we are learning. But today we learn, tomorrow maybe don't learn. Today we practice, maybe tomorrow we don't practice. Yeah. Most unenlightened beings are like that. Yeah. But that's why in the Amitabha Sutra, the Buddha is being praised. Yeah, the Buddha is being praised because when there is a pure land, usually the Buddha establishes a pure land with certain prerequisites. And the prerequisites is that the sentient beings must be of a certain caliber, yeah, must have reached a certain point, that's ready for learning the path towards enlightenment. But the Buddha is being praised because he chose to establish his pure land at a time where we have a lot of issue. Yeah, we are stubborn, we are easily swayed towards the wrong path, we connect better with the wrong path, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So today we learn, tomorrow maybe don't learn. Yeah. And even when we learn and we practice, maybe we learn, not maybe, usually we learn because of our emotions. We feel good, we practice. We don't feel good, we don't practice. Sometimes we feel good, we also don't practice. Yeah. When good things happen to us, then we don't practice. Yeah. Like for example, when it's your birthday, do you practice? Most people don't practice. Some people do. I don't say all. Some people, when it's their birthday, they actually go and do charity. Yeah, they go and observe 8 precepts. But most people, normally maybe they do a bit of practice. Birthday, wow, today birthday, wow, celebrate, party here, party there. No practice. Yeah, maybe do even more demerit. Yeah, or other good things. If you strike lottery, will you practice? Hard to say. Some people wish they will strike lottery. Maybe if they don't strike lottery, they still practice. Strike lottery, maybe don't practice anymore. That's why I think maybe that's why Guan Yin Pusa don't let you strike lottery. Let you strike lottery, you stop practicing. Yeah. Then how about bad things? Bad things happen, we also don't practice. Yeah. What kind of bad things? When things don't go our way. Yeah. We fall sick, then we pray to Buddha. Buddha, please help me, I'm suffering. Still, the illness won't go away. Then I practice for what? Huh? So this is a misconception a lot of people have. If we learn Dharma, we practice, then we will never fall sick. But the Buddha and the monks back in the days, they also fall sick. They also see the doctor. Yeah, as I mentioned in many talks, there's even a monastic code that stipulates that we are supposed to see the doctor if we are sick. And if after seeing the doctor, we fail to follow the prescription, it's a wrongdoing. It's quite amazing, because one would think that, wow, everything in the monastic code, in the Vinaya, is all about, wow, very spiritual things, Yeah. But if you look at this rule, for example, among many other rules, what's so spiritual about seeing a doctor? Yeah. So many of the rules are very practical. Yeah. So if you learn and practice with right view, then even if you fall sick, you still practice. In fact, maybe when you fall sick, the sickness is a reminder of the first noble truth. Yeah. Because usually we are not sick, most people we are fairly healthy throughout the year. Then occasionally we fall sick. Or maybe throughout our life we are mostly well, then at a certain point in time we have a long-term illness. Yeah. So that should help us to reflect on the inconstancy of this body, of the impermanence of our bodily state, and also the bodily feelings. Yeah. So if we were to connect with the Dharma, and that's why faith follower, Dharma follower, they will not waver in the practice already. From that point onward, they will not waver. But for many unenlightened things, I don't say you are. Yeah. You see, why must I say that? If I don't say that, then some of you will think, Shifu talking about me. Every day I turn up. I wake up early in the morning, I rush here, rush there to meditate here. Then Shifu still talk about me. Huh, tomorrow I don't practice. No, exactly the point. Very easy. Very easy. That's why there's this notion that, so while we say fourfold community, yeah, I just mentioned recently, without lay, there's no monastic. Without monastic, there's no lay. Yeah. But by and large, Buddha Sasana is sustained by the Sangha. Yeah, sustained by the Sangha. I don't say that Sangha is perpetual. Yeah. So, but lay person, easier to, I practice today to practice. Yeah. This Shifu quite nice. I kind of support the Shifu. Then I practice. Don't practice, don't practice with the mindset, oh, Shifu quite nice. I kind of support Shifu, so I kind of practice here. I kind of attend class here. Don't do that. Come and attend class, whether here or otherwise, okay? Doesn't have to be here. Come and attend class because you want to learn Dhamma. Because you want to learn the Dhamma, practice the Dhamma, and realize what the Buddha realized and taught. Don't do it. I mean, okay, I shouldn't say don't do it, because for some people at a certain stage, that's the only reason why they will do it. Because they feel positive about the Shifu, or they feel positive about their friend. Their friend can't practice, they can't practice. Their friend don't practice, they also don't practice. You know, come take one. Yeah. Last time I was a bit like that. I remember I was introduced to work at a Korean restaurant by my cousins. So at some point, my cousins and his friends and their friends had a bit of, they don't really like the boss. Somehow, I don't know why. Yeah, maybe the boss scold them, so they don't like them, like her. So at some point, they decided to quit. So when they quit, I also tended. I mean, it's a part-time job anyway, right? Then they were like, why you quit? I said, well, you're my cousin, you introduced me there, then you all quit. How can I still stay on, right? Yeah. In a way, worldly people will say, oh, 有义气. Yeah. Hokkien say, 講義氣. Yeah. When I was young, I really value this a lot, because I don't know about other dialect, but I was told that Hokkiens 講義氣. Yeah. You know, Hokkien lang 講義氣. Even this, the way it sounds like 義氣. Oh, well, you hear it, you feel like, oh, you know, a bit about honor, integrity, you know, that kind of value. Yeah. So, but then as I grew up, I realized this is actually an emotional thing. Yeah. You shouldn't do things based on 义气, because 义气 is about your relation with another person. Yeah. And nothing else. So 义气 means that the person go and do wrong things out of 义气, you must support, no? That's why when you understand this culture, this idea, then you watch those Hong Kong 警匪片, yeah, then you understand why they will do stupid things like that, and you understand why in the movie, if someone were to call out, like let's say among the gangsters, someone go and report, the person is gonna chase down, whole family gonna murdered, whatever. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying then you can understand why that is done. Yeah, which is why to me nowadays I think acting on 义气, not according to Dhamma. Yeah. So if you are neither learner nor non-learner, okay, at least you still practice here and there. But until you reach the stage of learner, your progress will be like this. 3 steps forward, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Okay, let's look at what questions we have today. Okay, where's the question? Marcel, where are you?
Oh, I thought I pasted. Let me paste again.
Oh, is it the one from Sharon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought that was someone saying that they have to go to work or something.
Ah,
Hi, Shifu. Yeah, thanks. Hi, Shifu. May I know what advice would you give for someone like me who just wants to get the work done without the need to butter up to authorities? Thank you, Sharon. Don't butter up. Then apply margarine. No, don't butter. Yeah, sometimes use jam. Don't always butter. No? Can use salt and pepper also. Sharon. Yeah, I used to be a bit like that also. Yeah. So don't go and sangka. Yeah. That's another expression I would say a bit too rough. Mm. So what does it mean to get the job done, to get the work done? Yeah. So it means that you complete your task. Yeah. So what does it mean to butter up to authority? It means it means many things actually. In one instance, it means to blindly support the authority. Here, authority is not government. Authority means your boss. Okay, just so we clear. Otherwise, someone later watch the video halfway, then wow, how can this one be anti-government? No, authority here is referring to boss. Yeah. The other day something funny happened. But anyway, so in a way, so butter means many things. Okay, one of them means without reason, whatever your boss say, agree with the boss, and maybe even go to the point of fawning to the boss. That means praising the boss. Yeah, that is basically baseless. Yeah, your boss say whatever. Wow, boss. Why we didn't think of that? Oh no, you're the best man, boss. Yeah. So we say suck up to the boss. But if butter means to support the boss in what he's doing, yeah, given that he's doing the right thing, then what's wrong with buttering? If buttering means that, why must it be that workers must go against bosses? Similarly, why must children go against parents? Why must it be like that? You know, the whole idea that in modern childhood pedagogy thing, we always say, oh, teenagers are rebellious. We should stop saying that. We should just say that teenagers start to think for themselves. They start to grow and become mature. Stop planting the idea that teenagers must rebel against parents. When I was a kid, I don't think I was rebelling against my parents. But if you just keep on telling, you tell 1,000 kids, teenagers will rebel again, then you're like, yeah, why am I not rebelling? Already, they start to think for themselves, and then you somehow keep on. Anyway, that's a side story. So, yeah, when I was at work, I would say I'm a person who like to support authority. Yeah, I'm quite a funny person. I like to support authority. Even in NS, yeah, the corporal come in, any volunteers? Yeah, I was like a primary school kid in NS. Can you imagine? Everybody said, oh, yeah, but nobody told me that I shouldn't be like that. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, they need help, ma. So at work also, some people would think of that as buttering up to the boss. But I never think of that as buttering up. Why you're at work to do work? What? If the boss come and look for people to do work, then you should go and do. You have nothing to do, then you go and do. Ma. But there's another element of buttering up, which is to say pleasing things to bosses. There's a difference between lying versus saying things in a nice way. What's wrong with saying saying things in a nice way to your boss? Why must it be that when your boss come and ask you, how's everything? Okay, lah. Why can't we say nicely? Why must it be that, oh, we with our peers, then we say nicely, with Kalkia say nicely, but with boss must be 干起来, we must be antagonistic. Doesn't have to be. Why must it be like that? Yeah, why? Perhaps there's another angle to buttering up to authority, which is, I don't know whether that's the context for Sharon, but many people who make such statements, right, or who have such thinking, also have another thing that is together, which is when I just want to get the job done, get the work done, I don't see a need to tell everybody, to go and tell my boss, I do this, I do that. Yeah. Do you all encounter people like that? Or maybe some of you like that. And many times people like that will then struggle at work. People who work in this way will struggle at work. And they will wonder like, why my boss don't promote me? Very clear, I'm the one who do everything. What? Then he's blind, is it? Huh? Just because that guy came on, wow, I'm the one who finished the thing. Then he asked, how is it? Then everything done. Oh, then he go and email everybody. Then, then he get all the credit. Yeah, you have no idea how many people I've counseled for their career, for their work, pertaining to this. The same people who say that they want to claim credit, they are the same person who wonder why they don't get credit. If you want credit, it's okay. Just go and claim the credit. Why you do not claim credit? You don't want to claim credit, then hold your mouth shut until you retire. You want credit, you just, and I'm not even thinking that it means claiming credit. If you are at work, updating everybody about the progress of the project, of your task, that is due diligence. That is good communications. Yeah. Supporting your boss is teamwork. Why must you think of it as sucking up to your boss or butting in? Yeah. I don't know, maybe some of my peers would feel that, well, I never think of myself as butting up to my bosses. Yeah, but maybe some people at work with me last time may have thought that I butter up to authority. Yeah. But I just don't see why we have to be in an antagonistic state, because we are not the boss. That one is the boss, so we must fight against the boss. Why must we always fight with people? Don't have to. Yeah. If you work with your boss, I mean, ask yourself, unless you think that your boss is just out to make your life miserable. If that's the case, then quit lah, then find another job. If you really think your boss is like that, crazy one, right? But that also doesn't have to be the only alternative, right? Maybe your boss is also facing pressure from above. In all likelihood, yes. No, Shifu, my boss is really the boss of the whole company. Well, he's facing pressure from the rest of you, you know. Most people who have never been bosses before don't realize the pressure of being the top boss. They always think the top boss, every time hear him, don't know go where, then then good job, then buy people lunch, then like that, talk. Yeah. But they don't realize that the top people actually is a different kind of stress. Why? Because they have to process information from all over the place, inside, outside, everything. And his decisions or her decision will determine whether the team survive next month, next quarter, next year. And sometimes the team do stupid decisions. Yeah, bosses, you all would understand, or middle management, worse is middle management. But bosses, you understand. As much as your team sometimes make these stupid decisions, you still have to go and support them. Because if you don't support them, then the whole team die together. And worst thing is, by the time you're a boss, you're probably very good at whatever they are doing, but yet you don't have the bandwidth to go and do it. And because if you go and do it, even if you have the bandwidth, you cannot go and do it. If you go and do it, then they'll never learn and they will never grow. So bosses face a different kind of frustration and stress. If you understand the shit, put it bluntly, the shit that everybody is going through, I think we will be happy to butter up each other. In fact, we apply margarine, jam, strawberry, shortcake, whatever. We apply to make our life better. Why, you know, think about it. Would you feel better if your boss butter up to you? Would you feel good to work together? Probably, right. Then might as well butter each other. But having said that, don't go to work. Don't go to work for butter. You're working for money. Don't never forget that. You're working for money. That's why it's called work. If you're working for butter, then sometimes you may be disappointed. Because legally, your company must pay you. Legally, contractually, your company don't have to butter you. Unless, no, Shifu, in my contract, this one is a power view. In my contract, Shifu, it says roles and terms and conditions. Yeah, under benefits and compensation, the company is to butter up to said employee as follows. Boss must give no less than 3 praises a day. Team managers are to send out encouraging email at least once a week. HR are to follow up and ensure that this happens. You all have any? Now that I mentioned this, some of you go and implement it. Yeah, but let me come back to the question. May I know what advice would you give for someone like me who just want to get the work done without the need to butter up to authority? The fact that that Sharon asked this question is because doing this quite clearly produce a working relationship with the authority, the boss, which is not so pleasant. Think about it, right? Why do you need to ask for advice if this is working for you? Agree? I never hear someone come and ask me, Shifu, can you give me what advice for someone who buy lottery every week and keep winning? Nobody ever asked for advice for that. Can you give someone advice who works like this and is very successful at work? How can I be less successful? No. So my guess, okay, not to put her down or anything, my guess is this may not be producing a favorable result that she wants. Okay? My assumption. So Sharon, in case if I get this wrong, please follow up within the Slido and let me know, okay? And if that's the case, again, not for me to judge or to decide whether you should work in this way or that way. Yeah, as much as I say, yeah, why not support authority? If you are a person who like to work without blatantly supporting authority, by all means, it's okay. Yeah, but it produces certain working relationship, it produces certain results. If you're okay with the results, go ahead. If you're not okay, then you've got to ask yourself, do you want to try a different way? Yeah. And that's the paradox for the irony or paradox for many of us. We do A, we get B. But we don't want B, but we want to do A. We want craving, we get samsara, we get suffering. We don't want suffering, but we want craving. Yeah. That's why a lot of people are looking for shortcut. How can I continue to crave but be liberated? Yeah, so to me, you got to answer that question first. Yeah, be truthfully answering that question. If you work in this way, you get this kind of result. Which one is more important to us? The way we work or the results? Yeah, that we want. We got to. You cannot have your cake and eat it. If you can, then you wouldn't be. We wouldn't be looking at this question. Yeah, so think about it first. Okay. 愿消三障诸烦恼。
愿消三障诸烦恼。
愿得智慧真明了，
愿得智慧真明了，
不愿罪障悉消除，
普愿罪障悉消除，
世世常行菩萨道。
世世常行菩萨道。阿弥陀佛。
Here we meet again, may be guided and protected by the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And as always,
乖乖。
oh yeah, and for those who have joined us midweek, this week's practices is to help at least someone every day. Yeah, to render assistance to someone every day. Yeah, so today's question is can be quite nice. Yeah, help someone at work. Yeah. Okay. Have a helpful day ahead. Take care. Stay safe.
Thank you, 师父。
Thank you, 师父。
Thank you, 师父。